The news spread like wildfire that the sovereign pontiff Pope Leo XIV will pay an apostolic visit to Cameroon for the first time since his election on the 8th of May 2025, and that Cameroon features prominently as the first sub-Saharan African country that the Holy Father will visit from the 15th to the 18th of April 2026. Local and international media gave this story front-page coverage, with report, commentaries and analysis that reflected the views and opinions of Cameroonians, some of whom failed to understand the weight and the purpose of the pastoral visit. They got carried away by their emotions rather than see a reason in the apostolic visit of His Holiness. How I wish this category of Cameroonians, a minority no doubt, had the disposition to listen to the silent voice that says, what God has put together, no one can put asunder. And that is the case with the Vatican-Cameroon bilateral relations, excellent for over 6 decades today. However, that is a story for another day. Since the news of Pope Leo apostolic visit to Cameroon was announced by the Vatican and the civil cabinet of the Presidency of the Republic, there has been an all-out mobilization at the level of the administration, religious and social groups, Christians and Muslims alike, and even Cameroonians in the diaspora. Understandably so, because the stakes and expectations of the visit are consequential, coming at a time when Cameroon is at the crossroads of multiple challenges and needs divine intervention to shape the future. I now understand the massive presence of Cameroonians during the Angelus of Sunday, April 1st, 2026 at the St. Peter's Square of the Vatican to thank Pope Leo XIV for choosing Cameroon amongst the 4 African countries to be visited. What a privilege and what a blessing for Cameroon at this very critical moment of its history. I also now understand why President Paul Biya often says, as Cameroonians, we have a common history, common goals, and a common destiny, and that the prosperity of Cameroon is a collective responsibility. Here we are today, face to face with our challenges and our destiny, as we await the coming of the Pope, Pope Leo XIV, seated on the throne of St. Peter, who is expected to come with a message of peace, unity, and reconciliation. Here we are, as Cameroonians, Muslims, and Christians, observing the Ramadan and the Lent season simultaneously as Cameroonians united in diversity. What a propitious moment of unity of hearts, unity in prayers, and unity in purpose for a common good. That is what will gladden the heart of the sovereign pontiff, Pope Leo XIV, as our august visitor and the chosen one. Hope we understand.